everyone, and welcome to Armstrong High School, home of the Falcons, as we bring you live coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference boys soccer. The Falcons welcoming the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro high above the action. And Howie, a team in Armstrong coming off a big win. The Cardinals looking to break out of a funk.
Yeah, really both teams struggling a little bit. But you're right, the win was good for the Armstrong boys. 5-0 over Duluth Marshall. And these two teams, it'll be interesting for the Cardinals especially because they come in here on turf. Their home field is grass, and it's not quite as wide as this field. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep up with the athleticism that the Falcons possess.
And the flat field makes a big difference as well. No swell on the field to help runoff. So very flat, ball plays differently down the lines. There's a look at your starters for the Cardinals. Anderson, Mosier, Bauer, and Lynch are the defenders. In the midfield, Pasker, Teagarden, Figueroa, Alwanen. The forwards are Ntambwe and Shurambir, and Spencer Jula is the goaltender. For the Falcons, Hanlon, Crucial, McManus are the defenders. Ja Agamang, I'll get it.
You'll get it.
Ariel, Adams, Holte, Fry.
That rounds out. Now this is a young team in the Falcons, and so the Cardinals will try and pressure, I think, a little bit this evening. See if they can score first. I think it's important for them to get on the board here and try and put a little pressure against Armstrong's speedy players, athleticism for sure.
Coon Rapids able to push the ball into the Armstrong end off the initial kick and at least get a little bit of possession down low. Shurambere working in the corner against Hokinson. Now it's played out the sideline. It'll be Coon Rapids. It's played off of Shurambere, and it'll be Armstrong throwing.
Well, they're a little nicer than the last soccer game you did, Joe Young.
It was hot and muggy for the boys' game last week, and then Lightning ended the girls' game with about a little less than 10 minutes to play in the second half.
That will not happen this evening. A beautiful evening, sunny sky, pleasant temperatures here for this game. Humidity down. Starting to feel a little more like fall this week.
Throwing will be handled by Hanlon for the Falcons. Headed away by Figueroa. And Ntambwe can't get there. Cut off by Hanlon. Played ahead to midfield. Headed back the other direction by Mosier. Figueroa settles. Finding some open space on the right side with Bauer. Sent back to the middle. Shurambere had it momentarily, and Ntambwe can't quite get there. Cleared away by Agiman. Figueroa up top. Coon Rapids again establishing a decent possession early in this contest.
Well, I think that's what they want to do, and they want to be able to apply pressure early.
A shot from a long way out, stopped up by the keeper. He's dangerous. Top 10 in the conference as a freshman last year.
Some of the things Coach Paco wants to accomplish here, they want to apply pressure in the middle third of the field. It's something that they didn't do in their last two contests. And also giving up space. They can't afford to give up space like they did in their last two losses as well. So those are some of the things they've been working on in practice this week, trying to tighten up their game in that area, and feel against a team like Armstrong. If they can compete with them and stay with them and put a pressure on early, they have an opportunity to get a win.
Shurambere trying to get around the corner and loses it out of bounds. Armstrong on the throw-in, headed away again by Bauer, right back out of bounds. Stopped up again by Bauer. Turned over to the Falcons near midfield. Near side, Agiman tried a little touch and pass. Touch and go with his brother. Okay, now it's going to be David and James. That's it. So much easier. David's number 7, James number 14. I may have it down though with Agima.
Head up, head up, head up.
Falcons again moving up front. This is David. Cleared away off his foot by Mosier. Recaptured by the Falcons, settled near midfield. Turning up court is Ja.
Relax, Simon, just keep him there.
Cardinals establishing possession there, half Pasker. Right side for Alwanen. Trying to get around the corner. Good job by Hokinson to hold his line and just force the play out of bounds deep in the corner.
Early on, the Cardinals are doing a nice job of controlling the pace of this contest. Armstrong not able to mount anything offensively yet at this point, and that's what I think they want to do. They want to continue to try and play down in that end and put a little bit of pressure in on net.
Bauer heading it back to the middle. Vadeste a header, but again, Jaeger able to make the play on it.
A couple of opportunities early for the Cardinals.
Stopped up again near midfield by Pasker. Cleared ahead by Ja all the way in. Easy scoop for Jula. Near side for Lynch. Alwanen back into the middle, broken up by the Falcons, cleared away out of bounds by Lynch.
Well, this spot on the field that Robbinsdale can use, Armstrong can use their athleticism and speed once they can control possession.
Charambere coming over defensively, but out of bounds. Good breakup right there by Ethan Mosier. Armstrong able to continue to push it back into the Cardinal end, though. Here's David with a chance. Getting caught up in there was Ackerman. His shot from the far side is well up and over.
A bit of a breakdown defensively for the Cardinals in the middle there. Almost led to a good opportunity for Armstrong.
Stop right there, stop.
Ackerman boots it away. And a little bit of an elbow called against Figueroa and the Cardinals.
Just don't stick your hip out next time, Alex. Just keep running straight.
See Coach Paco giving some instruction to his squad.
Harrell took the boot. It's over everybody's head. Jula scoops it up on a hop. Charambere heads it to Tombwe. Lost it a little. Recovered by Figueroa. Near side with Teagarden. Long cross pass broken up. Pasker there to recover for Coon Rapids. Taken off his foot there by Harrell. Ja will play it back. The Falcons regroup. Charambere coming into pressure. Played near side to Hanlon. Hanlon bumped off it by Ntombwe in the steal. He turns back up. Charambere trying to get it back to him, and good recovery there. Shot in and a relatively easy save for Jaeger.
I like the hustle in the offensive end for Coon Rapids, doing a good job of taking the ball away and getting opportunities to create something and chances, and that's what they did. They got a shot on goal, as you mentioned, pretty easy save, but nonetheless, they're getting the pressure here early on.
Well, it was a great play by Ntombwe to get position, get the steal, and then try to set up the give and go, but a great recovery by the Armstrong defender to keep this from turning into a great scoring opportunity. David tracking it down in the corner. And out the end line, it'll be a goal kick.
Cardinal defense getting a little instruction. Coach Paco.
Pasker got the head to it. Figueroa battles and comes away with it for Coon Rapids. Tried to send it ahead on the right side. Stopped up by Armstrong. A touch by Arell and then out off Figueroa. Adams far side can't keep it in, but this will be Armstrong ball.
There you go, Alex. D-Day, yep.
Hey, Bauer.
Coach Paco getting Alex Lynch set up in the middle there. He's given his instruction to remain in the middle, not let that ball come in towards the net.
If I see him turn your back, we'll find somebody that won't. Let's go.
A little too much pushing in that bunch. Foul against the Falcons and a free kick, Coon Rapids. McManus turning for Armstrong. His pass stopped up by Pasker. Back to Hokinson. Spun out of bounds. Coon Rapids throw it.
Just about 10 minutes gone by here in half number one. Yet to see a score. Yet to see a real chance by Armstrong. Cardinals with a couple opportunities.
Ja poking it ahead. Adams on the rush. Jula comes out. Got a piece, but not all. Turned away on the defensive end. You talk about wanting a chance for the Armstrong Falcons. Here's a long blast, high and over, and out of play.
That was a great opportunity for Armstrong because Jula came out and
Alex Lynch is the one who ends up
couldn't control
booting
that
it
ball.
away, I
Yeah,
believe.
and there's a good chance right there. Yeah, I think Lynch was the one that booted it away out of harm at this point.
Speed down the wing by Josh Adams, nearly opening up the scoring. Here's David Agneman. Teagarden bumped David off the ball. I'm sorry, David is 7. James is 14. I had him backwards. I've been calling them both David. David is 7.
Whatever works for you, Joe.
McManus had it stolen away by Vedeste, but
Yeah, they're going to call
Bump called
Vedeste on that.
Hey, get up to the top of the 18. Stay up. Stay up. Inside your guy.
Michael Arell will take this one from just about 40 yards out. It's good. Oh,
Is
wrong,
that 3
wrong
points?
game.
In a few days, you can call that, Joe. Got just a few days to wait. Another home game for the Cardinal football squad against Centennial.
It's nearly impossible to see their scoreboard at this point in the evening.
Ethan, release wider.
Yeah, the sun
For a
is
second,
right
I
on
was
it.
gonna, for a second, I was going to ask why it wasn't on, and I realized, oh, it is on.
It is on. Yeah,
You can see it in HD on CTN, though.
isn't that a beautiful sight? As long as you and I don't have to go on HD.
Vedeste pressuring on the slow pass. Falcons eventually able to get control. McManus had it knocked away from him by Bauer. Settled by Arell. He taps it ahead. Good win by Ethan Mosier. Crucial stumbled. Ntambwe in behind the defense trying to cross for Vedeste, and good job by Crucial to step up and recover. And able to play it ahead. Pasker stops it up. He's running in 30 yards out. Taken off his foot by Hokinson. Hokinson's pass, a little soft, and getting the steal was Ackerman. James will get it back. Cleared away by Bauer. I wanted so badly to call him David, but it's not.
It's James.
Ball bouncing in a dangerous spot for the Falcons.
The Cardinals,
Armstrong able to get it back out of pressure.
they've had a couple of those opportunities. Again, just couldn't find the angle, get a shot off.
Awanen crosses out front, and Tombway not quite in time, cleared away by Hanlon. Arell overran it a little bit, but now able to settle. Back to Ja, pressured by Pasker. Back to Hokinson on the left D. Good step up by Awanen to get it in front of Ja, but stealing it right back was Hokinson. Knocked down by the head of Aaron Bauer. Figueroa through the middle for Coon Rapids. Finding a little bit of turf. He's chased, though. Pushes it to the corner, trying to get Jeshua Teagarden. Good recovery by David.
Yeah, David did a nice job of beating him to the ball and cutting off that angle.
Booted right back into the corner. Teagarden couldn't quite get the angle he wanted on the header, and it's out the end line. A goal kick for the Falcons.
Yeah, early on, both teams trying to feel each other out a little bit. Cardinals getting a little more action down in the defensive end for Armstrong, but neither team finding the back of the net at this point.
Stopped up by Pasker. Arell recovers for the Falcons. Left side, the pass a little bit behind Nolan Fry, and he gets turned around out of bounds to Coon Rapids.
You know, we talked about both teams struggling offensively, and certainly Armstrong, this being as young as they are, they have a tendency to struggle a little bit offensively in their end, getting opportunities as well. And we've seen them with really maybe one opportunity.
Ackerman able to push it back to midfield at least, but turned around by the Falcons and trying to attack the near side corner. Teagarden will tip it away out of bounds in front of Emmanuel Safo.
Well, good pressure that time by Safo to force him to kick it.
Sorry,
kick it
that's
out.
Smith C. Oh, I mistook a 5 for an 8. Apologize. It's bright out. I'm old. What do you want from me?
And I trusted you that you were right.
Figueroa battling, but turned around by C. McManus bumped off it by Pasker. Pasker able to push it past Arell. Now back near side for C. Stopped up by Pasker. Figueroa now for Coon Rapids stepping over. Pushed from behind a little bit by Arell. And that will draw the whistle.
A little later whistle. It took him a little while to blow that. But yeah, definitely pushed from behind.
Ackerman will tee this one up near midfield. Cardinals sent 7 into the box. A line drive near side, headed by C. Vedeste able to get position, trying to turn it to the far side. Misplayed a little bit by Fry, but he was able to turn it upfield. This is Sofo. Safo back to McManus. And they hit hard. Shin to shin, he and Mosier. This one out of bounds off the Cardinals.
We're going to see Rafael Lamas enter for Armstrong, as well as Brian Koss for the Cardinals.
That one skips over C's head. McManus there to recover. Poked away by Figueroa out off of C. And it's Coon Rapids ball.
And a little bit of time down in the Cardinal end, but couldn't get anything generated.
Gale got in, got ahead on it. Sappho a header. McManus back to C in the corner. C working against Koss, who just came in. Cleared away by Mosier out of danger. A little too much on the throw by Adams. Back to the middle, C. Touch pass by Hamlin into the middle. Vedesti goes cartwheeling as he crashes into Arell. And it's going to be a Coon Rapids penalty. This will be a dangerous spot for the Falcons to have a free kick.
Yeah, it'll be the real first good opportunity that Armstrong has and an opportunity to score. We'll see what they have set up for their offense here.
Yeah, Coach Paco is absolutely right. His man got to the ball first. And if there's a foul on that play, it goes the other way. Three-man line standing strong, goes up and over directly at the net, and a pretty easy save for Jula.
Yeah, real easy save for Jula. It doesn't get too much easier than that. As they tried to maybe get some sort of an angle, but kicked it right at Jula.
Defense able to lob it back into the Coon Rapids end. Bauer able to win that battle with Sappho, but his pass stopped up by McManus. McManus had it poked away by Figueroa. Figueroa battling with Arell now, continuing to push it forward. Gets a one-touch pass back from Ntabwe and then sends him in. Vedeste running down the near side. But the numbers prevail as the three white jerseys did come away with the ball.
Yeah, Garrett Hamlin for Armstrong did a nice job of just limiting the opportunity there and just being strong in the middle defensively.
Ryan, you come too. Beat 8 Phil's behind.
Mosier will throw in from right in front of his own bench. Arell has the first touch. Pushes it ahead. Sappho one touch for Adams. And down the near side for C, and he's not going to be able to keep it in bounds. I think it'd be dangerous how he hit that cement and slid with the cleats.
Yeah, that could lead to a whole sort of assortment of injuries.
Sappho pokes it ahead. Adams leaves it for McManus. He fires well wide on a play. Goal kick Cardinals.
You see the time remaining, 18:45 in this opening half. We're still knotted at 0.
Brian Koss came off of the field to pick up the rosters that had blown out. Go over and hand them to Coach Marzalik. Boot from a long ways out was well high and wide, and another goal kick Cardinals.
Does it all. Picks up the roster, stays on the field.
They just passed near side for Mosier. Back to Lynch. Near side Mosier. Back to Lynch and right back out of bounds. And
yeah, that series can't please Coach Marzalik at all. Cardinals giving up possession. Couldn't get the ball out of their end.
Sappho turning it toward the middle, headed away by Bauer, settled by Figueroa. Keeps Sappho off the ball. Sappho able to pick his pocket, though. Figueroa nearly returns the favor. Played down the line and out. Radwan Alwanen checking back in for the Cardinals.
It was a nice play by Mosier just to keep that last play to keep the possession to Coon Rapids, or give the possession to Coon Rapids.
Adams can't catch up to the pass in the corner. Another goal kick for Coon Rapids. Lucas Lisney, newly on the field for the Falcons. Low boot, stopped up by McManus. Teagarden recovers. Broken up by Bauer, back near midfield, settled there by Lisney. Pasker can't control. Pushed left side by Lamas. Arell in the middle to Safo. Tried to get it back to him, broken up by Teagarden, cleared to the near side. C pressuring. This is out the end line, and it's a corner for the Falcons.
The last couple of minutes, Armstrong's done a nice job of controlling the action down in the Cardinal end. They're putting a little pressure on now with an opportunity with a corner kick here. We'll see if the defense wants to keep this ball out of the middle.
Josh Adams will take it. Headed by McManus, out, shot, long shot in, and it's cleared well to the far side. Cardinals able to keep it in along the line. Stopped up by Hokinson. And Arell now trying to turn to the middle. Adams for McManus. Lisney, and that one misplayed by Jula. Cleared away, though, by Bauer.
That's an unfortunate one for Jula, because that if there was a white jersey there, that would have been a goal. He misplayed that one. But fortunately for the Cardinals, Jula and his teammates, that there was nobody there to put that misplayed ball back in.
And Tombwe tripped up just short of midfield. Under 15 minutes remaining, first half, no score. Coon Rapids, some good possession, no real great looks. They've had a couple of decent shots, but from a long ways out. Armstrong, a couple of dangerous balls. Had they converted, would have been weird goals, but still have put the ball in dangerous spots. Trying to get it to McManus running in. He couldn't quite play it. Poked away by Mosier. That'll give the Cardinal defense a chance to regroup.
Yeah, nice job by Mosier beating McManus to the ball to give that opportunity to his defense to regroup.
James Aguiman back in the game for the Falcons. He's number 14.
David.
James.
Yep, David
James.
is number 7.
David is number 7. Lost right back out of bounds to the Cardinals. Charambere will check back in, and Tombwe, a rare breather.
Podesti's had a nice game so far. He's been trying to get a lot of pressure down in low.
Nice steal by Safa. Took it away from Pasker, but Teagarden able to steal back for the Cardinals. Stopped up near midfield. Arell back to Hokinson. Fry finds a little bit of open space. Feeds it into the middle for James. James, a nice little juke. Plays it to Adams in the corner. Adams back for James. Cleared away out of bounds by Bauer.
Yeah, again, Bauer keeping the play wide, getting the opportunity for defensively for them, the Cardinals, that is, to set up an opportunity.
Lynch got the header. Vedeste waits for it. That one got away from him. Morrell settles. Armstrong has it with Adams. Nice little turn to get to the corner, looking out front. Got a couple of Cardinals coming at him. Plays it back out for Arell, and a one-touch shot by James. Jula there for the save.
Yeah, again, another relatively easy save for Jula. But give Armstrong some credit. They have been putting the pressure down on the Cardinal end here. Cardinals.
James settles but gives it right back to Pasker. Safo there to help out. He comes away with the ball. Safo taps it ahead and a little too far. Adams thought he was tripped up by the two Cardinals. He tried to squeeze between. Pleads his case, but to no avail. And it's booted back to midfield by Jula.
Yeah, I think he felt he was held a little bit as well.
Hokinson to Arell, now back to Crucial. Near side for Lisney. Lisney for Armstrong across midfield. Pass stopped up by Elwanen. Lamas had the header on it, out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Looks like Figueroa back in for Coon Rapids.
Safo with the ball, pushing it ahead. Bounced off of Fry's elbow. Falcons have shown they've got speed, and they're going to try to attack you from numerous places. They've got numbers here, 4v5 now as the Cardinals recover well. Mosier able to clear it away to Elwanen. Elwanen for Figueroa. He'll come back for it. Finds a little bit of space, trying to work against Arell. Pass turned Elwanen around down the sideline and out of bounds. It should be Armstrong ball, and it is. It was a nice job by Lisney to shield Gale off the ball.
Over his head. Still there. Still there.
Figueroa slips out on the turf. Able to stay with it is Elwanen. Ball pops free. Vedeste will settle. He's got a little bit of room. Looking for the right side help of Evan Gibson. That pass turned him around out of bounds.
Yeah, and Gibson, again, couldn't control that one. And what looked like a promising opportunity for Coon Rapids ends up in a turnover.
Fry cutting to the middle, gave a little too much on that pass. Looking for James, turned around in midfield, stopped up by Lisney. Figueroa back to take that pass away in front of Arell, gets it ahead to Gale. And Tomboy settles, turns upfield, pressured from behind a little bit. His pass looking for Vedeste, stopped up by Hokinson. With it now is Teagarden, pushes it into the corner. Hokinson will recover for Armstrong and play it out of bounds. The Falcons a chance to reset.
Yeah, with 8:30 left, both teams are going to try and get some pressure down in their own ends, their respective ends at this point. Cardinals haven't been offensively productive the last number of minutes.
Crucial, a good mark on Gale and Tomboy. Just taking away everything he wanted to do. David Aguiman's going to check back in along with Ja and McManus. Teagarden, the throw in for the Cardinals. Headed out the end line by Hokinson. So now a corner opportunity for Coon Rapids. Time ticking away here in the first half. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining.
A good opportunity here for Coon Rapids if they get the ball
Teagarden goes
inside.
low. Arell with the header on it. Safo waiting. Immediate pressure from Coon Rapids, but out of play to the Falcons. And here comes that McManus, Ja, and Aguiman.
Just waiting for the first whistle.
First whistle with possession.
Yes.
Ball played back to Jager. And he'll play it near side for Lisney. Pass into the middle, McManus to Arell. Arell checks his shoulder, has some room. That pass off the back of James. High in the air by Ethan Mosier. Settled but right to Vedeste, skipped away from him. He then steals it back away from Morel. Trying to push it ahead to Gale in the corner. Crucial is there. And back up the middle. Vedeste stops. That's Figueroa. Work into the middle. Right side stopped up and bounced away from Gibson. And the Falcons play it out of bounds.
Haskar back in for Coon Rapids. And Holte in for Armstrong. Got it all covered.
Podeste tried to spin it to Pasker. Pasker stays with it, though. A little give and go with Gibson. That's broken up by Hokinson. Bowers settles, checks over his shoulder, and plays it into the middle. Alwanen nearly had it behind the defense. A turning shot attempt. Didn't have anything on it but spin, and the Falcons able to play it back out near center. Lynch can't stop it up. James kept it moving forward. Ackerman gets it back to center. That one got away from James.
Gotta be better, Blake. Let's go.
Ackerman stepping up and battling for the Cardinals. That one stopped up by Ja. Ja steps over, working against Gibson. Back into the middle. Nobody there but Figueroa for Coon Rapids. Figueroa in between a couple of Armstrong defenders, finally taken down, and they will call a little bit of a hold as McManus and Ja had him sandwiched over there, and he ended up on the turf.
They were marking him awfully close.
Alwanen pokes it ahead. Sharambare a left foot and did not get the angle he wanted. Got where he wanted to shoot from and just had it spin off his toe out of play, and a goal kick for the Falcons.
Yeah, he wasn't happy as soon as he let that one go. Realized that he didn't kick it the way he wanted, didn't get placement on it. But another good opportunity for the Cardinals.
Probably their best opportunity thus far. In the middle with it for Armstrong is Arel, pestered by Pasker. Comes free for Holte, near side. Lindsley pushed it ahead. Cardinals broke it up but cannot recover it on the near sideline.
Teagarden was there, but just couldn't get it on his foot.
Now a little too high for Mosier. And this one's going to be out of bounds and a corner kick. Heard Coach Paco say no more corners. Adams waiting. He's got Crucial coming in on the backside. McManus got the head on it. Not quite enough angle. It's out far side. And a goal kick, Coon Rapids. 3 minutes left in the first half. No score.
D-Day Gale. Hey, back 10 yards. Hey, to the ball 10 yards. To the ball 10 yards.
Falcons able to push it back in the Cardinal direction. McManus on the run. He's got help with him. Tried to get it to James. James has to slow down. Poked away in the middle by Lynch. Figueroa running down the right wing. He's got help out in front. And Sharambare off by about a country mile.
Yeah. Good thought, though. Try and lead a player like that inside, but no question about the call.
Long boot in, and it'll just run out the end line. And a goal kick, Coon Rapids.
D-Day Gale. Hey, another 5 yards. 5 yards to the ball. To the ball, gentlemen. More. More. There you go.
Coach Paco getting his young men placed correctly as he wants them to be. Tell them to move five yards closer to the ball.
Bauer heads it down. James had it stolen by Pasker. Nice job staying with it behind his back. Plays it ahead of Vedeste. Vedeste, long boot, trying to spring Gale on a sprint, but a little too much on it anyhow, and Jager's going to throw it near side for Lisney. Lisney down the line and tapped out by Lynch in front of James Agima.
Minute left. Each team looking for their first tally.
Figueroa with the steal on the throw-in. Plays it down the line, and Tombwe, long run. And there's Crucial marking him close, making sure he can't get around the corner. Tried to cross out front, just nowhere near enough of an angle. And it'll be another goal kick for the Falcons. Alwanen got up and got a piece of it, but it's out the far side. And a throw in for the Falcons. Under 10.
You saw head coach Kent Getchell of the Falcons.
And with that boot out of play,
That'll
this half will be over, and we will go to the locker rooms with no score. Both teams have generated some looks, had some chances, but no one has found a way to finish yet. You're watching live boys high school soccer on CTN.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Jimmy can't sing,
and Tommy can't dance.
so we're gonna put some ants in their pants.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Back at the Armstrong Stadium, Falcons and Cardinals scoreless at the half in this Northwest Suburban Conference boys soccer match. Howie, both teams have had their chances, neither able to find the back of the net. Early on, it looked like Coon Rapids would be the one to set the tempo. They got good time of possession in deep. Galen Tombwe a shot. Decent angle on it, but a little further out than he would have liked. Vedeste able to head this one toward the net. Jager able to make the save. Some dangerous plays, as we talked about, by the Armstrong Falcons. A couple of them that Jula just hasn't been able to capture. That one he does. Slight edge in shots and chances for the Falcons as we reach the half, but no score on the board.
Yeah, you talked about it. The Cardinals apply pressure early. The Falcons apply pressure a little bit later on. But nobody with a really great opportunity to put it in the back of the net. And I think Coach Paco, when we talked, said the thing is we just want to keep this one close. It is close at the break. And an opportunity, I think that first team to get that goal has a little bit of an advantage and get some momentum on their side.
Well, we saw the Falcons using their speed to create rushes on the attack, while the Cardinals were trying to build their offensive possession time. We'll see which strategy will win out in the second. More boys high school soccer coming up next on CTN.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning, 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash, 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
Back at Armstrong Stadium, Cardinals and Falcons scoreless through 40. We'll play 40 more. And if we still haven't decided a winner, we'll play 10 more after that.
Well, yeah, I truly believe that the first team who scores here is going to get a lot of momentum on their side because neither team's had great chances, but both teams have had some chances. And I think if either one of these teams can develop a flow offensively, they've got an opportunity here in half number 2.
Figueroa tried to send that one over the top, but Hokinson a little taller than predicted. Teagarden pushing it to Gale and knocked away out of bounds by Crucial.
Alex, hang out there. Hang out there. Get a good whip.
Tanner Holte able to spin it out near midfield. Settled by Mosier, back to Bauer. And now Ethan Mosier with it. Mosier's pass stopped up. Redirects it near side for Alwana, and now Pasker has it. Podeste trying to get around the corner, ends up on his back. And this will be a very dangerous spot for a Coon Rapids free kick.
You'll see a good Podeste doing a nice drive trying to gain that edge, and there you see the contact. Seems to be okay.
Hey, if you're going to do that, you got to put it on frame. You can't waste it.
Cardinals tried to catch the Falcons sleeping with the quick kick, but missed the net. It may have worked had it hit the frame.
Well, and Coach Paco not happy with that choice. That if you're going to do the quick shot, you're going to have to at least put it on the net, and the Cardinals not able to do that, and quickly gave that chance away.
Awanan went down in the middle of the field and is not moving much as the Cardinals progress into the corner.
It looked like he bent awkwardly. He was holding his back. I don't know if we have a replay of that, but
well, I didn't see any contact. Just
no,
all
he
of a sudden
twisted it
he
the
went
wrong
down.
way. He twisted it the wrong way. I don't know if we can see it here, or something. Just he felt something right away. I don't know, just the way he moved. Fortunately, hopefully he's okay.
Definitely his back, and he went down immediately and stayed there. Well, we will take a short break while he is attended to, and hopefully he is okay. We'll have more live boys soccer after this on CTN.
son?
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark.
That was awesome! Let's go again!
3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
Radwan Alwanen able to get up and walk off under his own power, and hopefully it is not something more severe than...
Well, yeah, when he first went down, he didn't move at all, and it looked like it was something a little more severe, but then able to walk off under his own power. That's great to see. He's
still
talking to the
grabbing
trainer.
at his lower back on the left side. Cardinals back on the possession. Teagarden left side. Good step over, but the pass taken away by Lisney. Lisney trying to play it back into the middle. Stopped up there by Evan Gibson. Vedeste with it now for the Cardinals. Back to Aaron Bauer. No, sorry, Alex Figueroa. Pasker turning against Terrell. Pass a little behind Figueroa. Turned around. David pushes it up the near side. Pasker keeps it in bounds right to Figueroa. That pass behind Gibson out of play.
Well, Cardinals tried to work some presence in the Falcon end.
Bauer heads it right back out in midfield. Ackerman trying to turn it around. Arell runs onto it. Pressured by Mosier. Pasker there too. Teagarden clears for the Cardinals. Crucial waits for it. Kicks it away in front of Ntambwe out of play. Ball bouncing around. Crucial finally able to clear. Headed down and trapped by Mosier on the far side. Ja stepped in front of him and a little worse for wear. And Mosier goes down. Maybe knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah,
too.
it looks like it knocked the wind out of him. Cardinals already lost one player. I just watched the collision there. It was a hard one. Mosier took the brunt of it.
And it's shoulder right to the midsection.
Yeah, the Trader's been busy so far here early in the second half. You know, Cardinals trying to control the action early on like they did in half number one. He's getting back to his feet.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing more than getting the wind knocked out of him.
You can see highlights from this one, and this week we have a couple boys soccer and a couple girls soccer and a couple of footballs to bring to you. So some action live every Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. We're not real sure. We think it's going to be. We know it's going to be Wednesday. We're going to be taping the show this week if you're watching this live.
And from then on, who knows?
It's anybody's guess.
Sports Night Roulette. Is it a new show today?
We have a wheel with the days on it, and we just spin it, and whatever day it lands on, that's the day we're doing the show.
Unless none of us can do it.
Then we spin it again. We spin it until it actually works for everybody, what we do.
Armstrong trying to establish some possession time. Lisney far side, pressured by Teagarden, who's able to poke it away. Lisney trying to body him off, plays it back to Crucial, near side for Hokinson. Hokinson has some green to work with. Figueroa closing quickly. That pass knocked away by Gibson, but right to Harrell. Harrell trying to get it to Adams behind the defense, a little too far, and Jula scoops it up in front of him.
Yeah, Jula doing a nice job of coming out of the net and making sure that he was going to be the first one to that ball.
Gale and Tomboy trying to tap it for Videste on the run. Still pressuring. Lisney will clear it out far side.
And good speed from the Cardinals here, getting that opportunity down for a throw-in down in the Armstrong end.
Alwanen is back out there. No, that isn't Alwanen.
No, he's still on the bench.
It's Chandler Porter.
I'm not sure we'll see any more of him.
I saw the 2 and I
got excited.
Well, that's what happens when I only read half the jersey.
Is it a 1? Is it a 2? No, it's a 12.
I don't know. I saw one number. I started to say a name and went, wait a minute, didn't he just get hurt? Pasker, near side for Figueroa. Out the end line and a corner kick Cardinals.
A good opportunity for Coon Rapids here.
Well, and a good idea actually by Figueroa to stop and wait because Videste was offside. Yep. And he couldn't really play it toward the net or toward the middle until you made sure it wouldn't get blown for the offside and kill that opportunity. See what the Cardinals can do with this set play. Jeshua Teagarden will take the kick from the corner. To the back post, Videste, or Gale the header.
Oh, great opportunity.
Right on. And
yep.
Right in position for it was Jager. Or John Slack,
it's
the
John
goalie
Slack.
that is marked as a
the
midfielder.
Yeah, but it is John Slack.
Well, you know, it's only 15 minutes into the game. He hasn't been that busy.
No, he's definitely not been that busy. You haven't had to call his name too many times.
I've mentioned it a few, though.
Yeah.
And now I know it's not Jager, it's Slack. Makes sense. Cardinal throw in from the far side. Headed away by McManus. Sorrow sends it to the sky. Adams settles and tries to burn around the corner. Lynch sticks right with him.
Oh, Lynch did a
Support
nice job
from Sorrow back into the corner.
Did a good job of keeping him wide.
Sorrow to the middle. The header. Jula bobbled a little bit, but able to control.
Well, the Cardinals had one good chance just previously, and now Armstrong with their good opportunity. Both goaltenders coming up with the save.
And Tomboy and Crucial came together, and Gale wincing a little bit after the collision. Nolan Fry back in for the Falcons. He'll replace Urias Ja. Fry throws in. McManus plays it out front. Ackerman heads it back to the sideline and out. 10 minutes gone now in this second half. Still no score between Armstrong and Coon Rapids, and we talked about it. Both teams have struggled, especially on the offensive end. The Falcons just one goal in their first 3 games. And then a big win over Duluth Marshall in their last contest.
Yeah, 5-0. They had five goals. Marshall not being the level of competition they play here in the Northwest Suburban course.
And for Coon Rapids, it's been the same the other way. They got a 6-1 win to start the season against St. Francis, and then a 5-1 loss to Blaine and a 3-0 loss to Maple Grove.
Yep. Yeah, and they played on the same surface against Maple Grove, and Coach Paco said the team really had a hard time adjusting to the turf. I think they've learned a little bit from that. Done a nice job here tonight.
I tell you, Vedeste doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Boy, does his speed really show on this field.
Absolutely.
Ackerman traps and sends it ahead to Pasker, trying to build with numbers. Stopped up there. Back in the middle, Pasker able to recover again for the Cardinals. Alex Figueroa. Left side for all wanted. He is back in the game.
That's good to see.
Trying to cut to the middle, stopped up by Crucial. Into the corner for Sappho. Manuel Sappho stops up in the corner, working against Aaron Bauer, trying to cross out front. The header is just wide for Josh Adams.
Oh, nice play by Sappho to get that pass inside. And as you talked about, that header just pushed wide, but a good chance for Armstrong here with a little over 28 remaining in this second half.
Sappho did a great job of getting into the corner and getting himself just enough space and put a great cross out front. And Adams, as you mentioned, just a little bit off on the angle of that header. Armstrong foul, or Coon Rapids foul.
Yep.
Armstrong free kick taken by Crucial. Ackerman able to clear, but not very far. C will track it down for the Falcons. Touches back to Hanlon. Got Holte turned around. Harrell trying to work between Figueroa and Pasker, and Figueroa comes away with it. Stops up right at the midfield stripe. Into the middle for Gale. And Tombwe boots it right into Crucial, out of bounds. And a Coon Rapids throw in.
Well, again, as this clock continues to wind down, it becomes more important for whoever can get the first tally. Neither team mounting an exorbitant amount of pressure at this point.
Awanen running down the left side, cutting back against Fry. McManus there to help out. And a good job by Slack to cover the end line and keep it from going out. They have the opportunity to punt it away. Burrell settling. Leaves it back for Hanlon, who plays it ahead. Cardinals able to turn it around. Figueroa recovers far side. Long boot into the corner. Pasker trying to run on. Good job crossing out front. Gale couldn't quite get to it, as Lisney just got in his way enough. That was an incredible effort by Dennis Pasker to get to that ball and put a good cross out front that got behind the keeper.
Yeah, it could have been much better. Unfortunately, there wasn't a red jersey there to poke it home, but nonetheless, just a great effort to get that first score of the night.
Charambere tried to play it in to the far post, but Slack able to scoop it up in front of him, Tombwe. Ackerman settles, but Orell first one to the ball. One touches it ahead, and Bauer one touches it out of play right at the Falcons bench. Lucas Lisney back in for the Falcons. Bauer can't quite trap. Back out of bounds to the Falcons. Lisney in for Sappho. He settles and just lost it out of bounds. Ackerman was there. There was a double team coming, but the pressure really not that intense.
Oh, he just misplayed it.
Sappho just misplayed it out of bounds. As we tick under 25 minutes remaining in this scoreless contest. Have we mentioned it all? Ooh, big swing and a miss on the far side by Mosier, and Lynch will play it out. Have we mentioned that Mr. Mike Burlingame is in attendance tonight?
Well, so is Mr. Millington as well.
Millington,
I know.
It could be a
doubleheader of overtime.
Double overtime. Arell playing in near side. Good job by Gibson to come up, challenge, and get the steal away from Lisney. Lisney playing it back for Crucial. Ahead to the middle. Sappho with a header on it. Trapped by Ackerman, and he boots it the other way. Crucial will send it to open space. McMahon is first one there. He's bumped by Alwanen, and now Gale gives him some body. Falcons able to play it back out near center. Arell trying to work down the right wing. Stopped up there by Mosier. Back out of play on the far side. Fry had it taken away by Ntambwe, and Ntambwe looks upfield. Will carry left with room, and if the net was in the next county,
yes, absolutely,
that would have been
in.
right on.
It's just a little taller. The net needed to be just a little taller.
Like 5 times as tall as it is. I think it was a thought of, God, they're giving me this much space? Much like the free kick, they tried to catch the Falcons sleeping. But you got to hit the net.
It's important.
100% of the shots that don't hit the net don't go in. It's a fact.
It's profound.
It's a fact.
It is a fact, but it's very profound.
Armstrong trying to push it ahead and bringing several speedy forwards to play. Lisney's pass back was taken away by Figueroa. He's bumped off it by Sappho. Recovered there by Holte. Back to the middle for Arell. Arell to Sappho. Had to get up on him a little bit. And off his hand, it'll be a Coon Rapids free kick. That may be a Herb Brooks quote. It's an old hockey quote. I'm not sure exactly whose.
Could be Jim Baxter.
I doubt it's Jim Baxter.
Very few people know who that is, but we've talked about Jim Baxter in the past.
You see. My former hockey coach, your former science teacher.
Yes, absolutely.
Member of the Minnesota Coaching Hall of Fame.
He was a good coach. Did things
Good
his
man.
way.
Just about midway through now this second half, no score. Armstrong probably a little bit better possession advantage in this second half. But neither team still with great scoring chances.
No.
Both teams have had a couple of opportunities here in the second half, but the important stat is a 0-0 scoreboard. Ethan Mosier, nice battle to get the win on that. Boy, Charambere went up against the much larger Crucial for that 50-50. He didn't win it, but
no, but he
did
took him
Crucial.
on. He took him on.
Bauer touches for Charambere. And Tombwe. Charambere back to Figueroa. Steps to get around Tanner Holte. Onto the sideline. Now stepping back. Holte marking close. Pass taken away by Lucas Lisney. Crucial steps up and gets it with his shoulder. Turnaround shot by Vedeste and too high. Out of play.
Again, that quick turnaround. Just not, didn't get what he wanted on it. He pushed it over the net.
Couple of chances in good scoring position in this game for Vedeste Charambere, but both have missed the mark. Hanlon ahead. Sorrow had it momentarily. Bauer stops it up. McManus settles for Armstrong. McManus leaves it for Lisney. Into the middle looking for Arell. Pasker had it for a second. Holte took it away. Pasker takes it back. Pressured from behind, and Sorrow ran him over. I like Sorrow's headband.
Very patriotic.
And it also happens to be school colors.
This is true.
Figueroa plays it back for Gibson along the line. Looked for the middle. Only one there was Emmanuel Sorrow. That should have been a handball.
Looked like that to me.
Stopped up by Crucial at the back line, and he'll lead the charge for the Falcons. Right side, looking for Sorrow. Pressured by Mosier. Out of bounds to the Cardinals. Rafael Lamas back in for the Falcons, and yes, Jeshua Teagard back onto the field for the Cardinals. Awanin plays it to the middle. Vedeste settles. Tried to get it to Figueroa. A little too much on the pass. There for first and poking it out of play is Lisney.
Well, still plenty of time left for one of these two teams to get on the board.
Teagarden with a throw in deep in the Armstrong end. Right to the middle of the net. Vedeste a header. It's right on, but relatively easy save for John Slack, who played it well. Good throw in, good header, but good position by the keeper. And we're still scoreless. Michael Arell has had the ball a lot in the middle for the Falcons. Pasker avoids Arell's pressure, trying to push it ahead, and we'll try it again. Too much, and back to Crucial. Crucial stops it up for Lamas. Lamas will play it back again, all the way back to the keeper, Slack. Slack. Near side, coming back for it is Lisney. Into the middle, Bauer pushes it back in the Cardinal direction. Stopped up by Lamas. The header by Bauer. Arell along the sidelines for Lisney along the line. Lynch, a high ball back into the Armstrong end. Lamas put a foot on it. And Tombwe challenging. Falcons able to turn it around. Here's McManus. Ahead for Silfa. And played out of bounds on the far side. Coon Rapids ball. Teagarden down the right side. His pass to the middle. Somehow gets through to Ntabwe. He'll give way to Alwanen. Back to the middle. Right back to Alwanen. He heads it, but it's going the wrong direction. Out of bounds in front of Fry. Throw in for the Falcons. Smith C back on for the Falcons.
They see the time remaining, just a little over 14 minutes in regulation.
Safo, pressured by Bauer, gets it ahead a little bit past C. Teagarden recovers. C following up, continues to get foot on the ball. Orell will boot it from a long ways out and out of play. Goal kick, Cardinals.
Substitution for Cardinals, number 6.
Brian Koss back in for the Cardinals.
Brian Koss.
Ackerman's boot out near midfield. Figueroa can't get to it. Neither can McManus. Comes free to Reed Robidoux. Vedeste taps it ahead. Cleared away by Crucial. Second there, I thought that one might reach the trees. Teagarden heads it toward the middle. Gale trying to recover. Vedeste had a touch on it. Figueroa can settle. Looking for a left-footed shot. Not a lot on it.
No,
easy scoop for Slack. Good punt. Safo and Bauer challenge for it. Bauer comes away with it. Ahead for Figueroa, but he loses it right out of bounds in front of the Coon Rapids bench. Lisney to the middle. McManus heads it to Safo to the far corner. Long run for Nolan Fry. He's just flying down that right wing. Mosier able to poke it away. Hokinson stops it up. Plays it to the middle. Figueroa got there. Safo able to control though. Safo taps back for Orell. Back to Safo. Back to Orell. Orell, juke it. Find a little room. Spins away from Bauer. Still has it. Plays it for McManus. Near side. It got away from David. And back to Orell. Alwanen played it ahead. Figueroa can't keep it. Safo to the middle. Turned away by Mosier. Hokinson pushes it back in. Settled by McManus. Forced into the corner. And it'll be a goal kick or a corner kick for the Falcons. They go quick. Try to catch the Cardinals out of position. Safo attacking from the back post. That shot is blocked. Right back to him. Shot that misses wide out the far side. And it'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Still scoreless. Nearly 70 minutes into this contest.
Safo was right there on the doorstep looking to get that rebound, get an opportunity to get that goal. Nice little pressure by Armstrong here down in the Cardinal end, trying to push late for a goal.
Push against the Falcons. Cardinals will have a push against the Cardinals. Falcons will have a free kick. Arell into the middle. Teagarden heads it away. Pasker rather, pushes it further out. Podeste taps it to Alwanen, back into the middle. Pasker, one touch. Alwanen turns, had it taken away by David, who pokes it to the back line of the Cardinal defense. Cleared away by Ackerman. Headed down by Lisney. Pasker almost overran it. Gets run into a little bit by Arell. No harm, no foul. Trying to run right past him. It does. Pasker let it get a little bit too far away from him, and Lisney turns it around. David looking for some help. Arell ahead. Safo touches it to the middle. Ackerman had it spin off of his calf. Back near midfield. McManus heads it to Safo and gets it right back. McManus passes to Fry on the far sideline. Fry sends it to the middle. Adams had a header on it, out to scoop it up is Jula. He quickly scoops it ahead to Bauer ahead, who boots it for Galen Tobwick. Challenging with Hokinson. They both are going to hit the turf. No foul either way. Ball ends up out of play. It'll be Armstrong ball.
That last trip down for Armstrong, Jula did a nice job of coming out in between two offensive players to take that ball away, making sure that Armstrong would not get an opportunity on net.
Out of bounds to Coon Rapids. Under 8. We're under 8 minutes. Pasker's pass broken up. Teagarden bumps it back down the sideline. Koss can't keep it in play. Rell working along the sidelines. Koss broke it up, but lost it out of bounds. Teagarden tried to steal the throw in, but
he did. It's not going to work.
Did not. McManus to Safo. Nice little give and go. McManus lost the handle. Adams had a touch on it. Here's C on the far side. Mosier right there with him. C tried to turn around. Cleared out of bounds by Lynch.
Now Lynch with a good play defensively just to clear that ball away. Let the Cardinals set up defensively.
Rell taps back for McManus. Right side for Nolan Fry. A little too far out of bounds. Unless he was passing to the flag official.
Yeah, he could have been.
It was a good pass. It was right to his feet.
Figueroa back in for Coon Rapids.
And he's a big piece to the puzzle,
Yep.
obviously. Handles a lot of...
The official with the flag?
Handles a lot of the midfield traffic
Yes.
for the Cardinals. Very aggressive, as is Dennis Pasker. Oh, a chance in close. A big kick save for Spencer Jula, and then cleared away by Teagarden. Just all of a sudden, all it took, they had that much pressure down low. One touch got two fast attackers behind the defense.
I'm looking at here, and Jula doing a nice job of coming out and making that save and kicking it away. See two Armstrong players right there on the doorstep.
Be a corner kick. Bauer just trying to shield his man off the ball, but it made contact with his leg, so
Good opportunity with a corner kick here for Armstrong.
Josh Adams takes it. Headed away by the Cardinals, settled by Hokinson. This one's going to bounce in on Jula. He had to take that shot a little bit quicker than he wanted to. And Tobway challenging. Crucial had a head on it. Podeste in offside. Slipped on the shot attempt anyhow.
Just a little bit too much.
That
Good
time
opportunity.
They were offside again.
Yeah, I guess so.
Paco questioning the official a little bit.
Coach Paco telling his squad to continue to keep the pressure up.
See far side, bump by Koss. Koss comes away with the ball. Stolen right back by Safo. He sends it to the corner, and here's Adams. He's got speed. A couple white jerseys coming in to give him options. But the cross in too deep, and Jula comes out to scoop it up. This one bounced behind. Here's Ntambwe. Oh, and he overruns the ball. And
great
Crucial
chance.
is able to clear. Pasker gets tied up with the ball a little bit. Now gets it to Vedeste. Vedeste tried to step over against Lisney. Sends to the corner for Teagarden. And a little too far out of bounds. Throw in for the Falcons.
Lock him in. Let's go. Dennis, find a guy. Up.
Substitution for the Armstrong Falcons is number 17,
Yeah, be there. Hey, 21. Take that away.
Take it away.
Take that away.
Back up, Chester. There you go. You go short, you close.
Couple substitutions. The throw in now by the Falcons. Headed right back towards the line. Stopped up by Lisney, though. Charambere can't keep it in bounds. Into the middle, stopped up by Bauer. Tapped away by Arell. Far side, all wanted. He sends it behind the defense. Crucial trying to recover. Knocked away by Ntambwe. Punched away by Slack. Hokinson battling with Alwanen on the far side. Slide tackled nicely to push it out towards Safo. Alwanen still battling, able to poke it back. Hokinson ahead now for the Falcons. Stopped up out of play by Lynch. Ticking towards 1 minute remaining in regulation. Burlingame Millington production.
It's bound
Played
to happen.
away out of bounds on the far side by Mosier. Long shot in, and out for it is Jula. Adams was right there challenging, but Jula makes the save. We've got a card. I'm not sure even sure who he gave that to.
I'm not sure either.
Gave that to Josh Adams for how he challenged on that shot?
Yes, that's who he gave it to.
Of course, it's possible it was something he said rather than something he did. Either way, it's got to come out, but 25 seconds left. Cardinals with a kick from deep in their own end. Safo, very athletic. He's an impressive player.
Yes, he is.
Got up and got the head on it. Down to 10 seconds remaining. One last chance for Armstrong to try and put it home and avoid the extra period. Played toward the middle. Safo can't get under it. The buzzer will sound, and we're going to play 10 more minutes of boys soccer. This one has yet to be decided. Overtime coming up next on CTN.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Reach out, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
End of regulation, still no score between Armstrong and Coon Rapids. And as we talked about, both teams getting some decent possession time. Neither team getting great scoring chances. And obviously neither team finding the back of the net through 80 minutes of soccer. So we will play another 10.
Well, each squad had a couple of opportunities, but yeah, it's been goals have been tough to obviously come by here in this first 80 minutes.
I'm sure they will come fast and furious
in the overtime.
Final 10.
Yeah, it's always the way it works,
is
right?
It is not a golden goal situation,
Nope.
so we will play guaranteed 10 more minutes.
Still the Armstrong Falcons out shooting. One more shot on goal than Coon Rapids. 6-5 advantage for Armstrong.
Cardinals already taking the field, waiting for the Falcons to break their huddle as they do that now. The girls team is here for Coon Rapids.
As well for Armstrong.
They will play the nightcap of this soccer doubleheader. This is just the warm-up, folks, and we're going to overtime.
Doesn't get better than this. A little extra soccer.
It's like Armstrong will get the possession to start the second half, or the first half of overtime. Starro got it ahead. Adams sprints to the middle, trying to push it back to Starro. Broken up by Lynch. Ackerman left foots it out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for the Falcons. Wilkinson thought about going to Arell, but then saw Videste sneaking up. Headed away by Ackerman. Pasker Tried to settle. Safo, high play back to the far side. And this one's going to run out of bounds in front of Bauer.
I can finally see the scoreboard.
What? They have a scoreboard?
It's so far away.
I didn't even know it. I thought there was a billboard, an advertisement for the slop house around the corner.
The slop house. It's fine eating at the slop house.
Well, you know.
It's so clean.
Well,
you can eat off the floor at the slop house.
To go back to Jim Baxterisms, in Jim Baxter's terms, it would have been either the Rusty Scupper or the Greasy Spoon. Were two of his favorite eating establishments. Rusty Scupper for seafood.
Yep.
The Greasy Spoon for more American
indigestion.
Fare. Yes.
The Greasy Spoon.
This one pushed in behind the defense, but Jula comes out and scoops it up in front of Josh Adams. First 90 seconds of overtime, the Falcons have been able to get some decent possession, but that was the closest thing towards that you could call to being a scoring chance. Arell able to step up and win it away from Pasker. It's a little help there for McManus. And back to the near quarter, Jeshua Teagarden tracks it down.
Gotta get back in, Ethan.
Back to the corner. Lynch able to push this one way back out near midfield. That should be Coon Rapids' ball.
It should be Coon. It
is. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Great job by Gale to come over and challenge that. I don't think Hokanson expected it, and as they came together, it clearly went off of Hokanson. No argument on that one. Clearly out off of Hokanson. Teagarden, big throw in, trying to get it to Videste. Headed away by Crucial. Reversed by Pasker, and then a header by Pasker. Settled down by Hokanson. Back out near midfield. Wow. Big battle there between Adams and Mosier, and Adams is going to get the call. He voices his displeasure with the referee. Booted away by Ackerman, headed toward the net by Ntambwe. Slack comes out to grab it. Throws it ahead for McManus. McManus, a push. Falcons coming in, flying 3v3. Fry slows down, takes the shot, misses wide far side. Goal kick Cardinals.
Took that shot, tried to settle it down. Took that shot from fairways out.
Ackerman's boots stopped up by Lisney. Fry in the middle. Safo left side. Over to pressure is all wanted. Safo high to the middle. Hokanson comes in to play it on a high bounce. Headed and up over the net off the crossbar. Under a minute remaining here in the first overtime. Been almost all possessed by the Falcons.
It has. They have not been able to put anything home.
Well, and again, two balls played toward the net, but I wouldn't call either a legitimate scoring chance. Arell able to bump Gale off the ball. Gale recovers. Pass hung Pasker up a little bit, plays it back to Figueroa. 5 seconds left and 4. And we're going to second overtime. Still scoreless. You're watching live boys high school soccer on CTN.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow.
is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
We'll play 5 more, and if no one can score, we'll call it a draw. 85 minutes of soccer in the history books. No one has found the back of the net. Awanin can't keep it in on the near sideline. Throw in for the Falcons. Safo, long boot. Defense backing up. Lynch had a touch. Mosher booted it. Now wins it away for McManus, who just comes back, recovers, and takes it away. Nolan Fry right side. Lynch marking him. Played to the corner. McManus is there. McManus steps over to get some room against. Out front is shot, and that's wide. I think that was Tanner Holte. That was Nolan Fry.
Nolan Fry, yep.
I don't know why I try and watch the action on the field.
It's a lot easier to watch it on the monitor.
Should just watch it at home.
At home?
Well, you know, it's live.
It is live. You could be home watching it.
Yeah, just run some cables, a dedicated wire to my house.
Hey.
Seems like a plan.
Doesn't seem like a lot to ask for either.
Oh, this one misplayed by the defense, and Ntambwe challenging behind the defense, a shot and a goal, and just a misplay by the Falcons, and a very dangerous player in Gale Ntambwe sneaks behind, gets around Crucial, and puts the Cardinals on the board in the second minute of this second overtime.
Well, it just goes to show you that you can't let up, and good things will happen. And Gil doing a nice job of just getting around. And then once he had that open space, it was his goal to get. And he's able to get it past Slack to the back of the net. And Coon Rapids, with 3:18 remaining in the second overtime, have taken the 1-0 lead. First goal of the evening for either squad. And Coon Rapids comes up with it.
Well, and it was just purely off a miscue. A bad pass by the Falcons led to that opportunity, and Ntambwe buried it. Cardinals coming right back strong with Ntambwe and Shirambere running the field together, but a good play by Slack to come out and steal it away. Falcons still an opportunity here to come back and try and tie this one. A little less than 3 minutes remaining here in the second overtime. Crucial overcommitted and came down hard.
Yeah. They're just playing around him.
I know, right?
Yeah, just let's set the ball up. And just could you move out of the way? I'm trying to kick it.
I think he expected Ntambwe to go up with him, and instead, Gale just turned away from the pressure. He came down kind of hard and awkwardly on that right shoulder. Now he's back up and walking off the field, so.
That's good to see.
And you get the foul.
Yeah.
Hurt yourself, and you get the foul. Oh, he just gave a high five with that right arm that he just
seems to
came
be doing
on.
okay.
Well, and he just said, all right, can I check right back in? Next whistle, right, Coach? Figueroa wins the ball against Lamas. A hard boot, but high and out of play.
There's that whistle. And he checks right back in.
Two minutes remaining here in the second overtime. Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead on that Gale Ntambwe goal. And I guess what would be the 87th minute of play. Yeah, hard to see how that one worked, because I mean, I don't think that Lisney really even tried to hide the fact that he was trying to move Alwanen out of play manually. You move over here. You
just trying to adjust.
What? Sorrow had it knocked away along the near line.
Gesundheit, my friend.
Thank you. Cardinal throw in under a minute remaining, and the Falcons, I think, are going to feel like this is one that was stolen from them, and the Cardinals should definitely go away being very thankful for this victory.
Without a doubt.
They did have some good opportunities, but I thought the time of possession in this one and what little you would call scoring chances advantage, I think, would both have to go to the Falcons. That one booted off the Cardinals out of play, and a corner kick coming up. An opportunity here. Adams puts it in play. Cardinals first head on it. Headed back toward the net. Sorrow getting in there, kicking it. Safo, rather, and right at the back line. Was that Lynch again?
That was Lynch.
Because Lynch has saved 2 goals.
Yeah, he just saved it. He just saved
that
a tying goal.
Past the keeper, and that would have tied the game right there. Goalie all the way out, 50 yards from his net, and he
got stuck. He's asking for a little help. Can you turn me over?
And he's going to get the yellow card.
Yeah.
Can't come out and just run guys over. What do you mean? I'm the one who ended up upside down.
That's right. All twisted. That's the end. Is that the end?
May add some penalty time. Looks like Tanner Holtze going to sprint back and become a goalkeeper.
There he is. Hey, wait a minute. I can't get it. Help me. Is that downward facing dog? It's a yoga position.
I wouldn't care to be in either. I would definitely get stuck if I ended in that position. I don't know how much extra time they're going to let them play. The clock reads zeros. Ackerman will boot it, and it's maybe the football team should try some longer field goals. He is their kicker, and he cleared that one with easily from 50
First
yards
win of the
out.
year.
A big win.
Yeah.
And again, it came on one they kind of stole. It took advantage of a miscue in the first overtime, and they come away the victor.
Second win of the year. I apologize.
Correct.
Yeah, they won the opener. Don't want to not give them that win. That's a nice win for Coach Paco and his squad as they came here to travel out to take on Armstrong on this big turf field and come away with a win. That's a plus.
And a nice game for us to have on. We've got more coming up. We're going to do the girls' game here in a few minutes. And this Friday, it's Cardinals football at home hosting Centennial. Volleyball, our first look at the Cardinal volleyball team next Tuesday when they host Park Center. And then Friday of next week, homecoming for the Cardinal football team as they take on the Anoka Tornadoes. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Coon Rapids 1 and Armstrong 0 in overtime. The Cardinals a winner on CTN.